Friends and viewers, Mark Twain, the writer of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. Now I had today one of his another novel, Pudd'nhead Wilson. The name of this is Pudd'nhead Wilson by Mark Twain. The tragedy of Pudd'nhead Wilson juggles three plot lines which all come together in a murder trial. At the novel's end, Pudd'nhead Wilson is a northerner who comes to the small Missouri town of Dawson's Landing to build a career as a lawyer. Immediately upon his arrival, he alienates the townspeople who don't understand his wit. They give him the nickname Pudd'nhead and refuses to give him their legal work. He scraps by on odd work and spends most of his time dabbling in scientific hobbies, most notably fingerprinting. Roxana or Roxy is a beautiful slave who can pass for white, though she is 1/6 black. To save her infant son from ever being sold away from her, she switches him with the child of her white master, who looks just like her son and was born on the same day. Her son Chambers, now called Tom, grows up as a white man and heir to an estate. Her master child Tom, now called Chambers, grows up as a slave. Tom grows into a cruel, cowardly man. His gambling debts lead him, under Roxy's guidance, to rob houses, sell the now freed Roxy as a slave, and finally to murder his uncle, Judge Driscoll, in a botched robbery attempt. Luigi and Angelo are former sideshow performers. Good looking and charming, they claim to be Italian twins, heirs of a deposed nobleman. They arrive in Dawson's Landing to rent a room in Widow Cooper's house, claiming they are tired of the bustle of the world. Luigi confesses to Pudd'nhead Wilson, who has read his palm, that he once killed a man who tried to steal a fabulous Indian knife from the brothers. This knife is stolen by Tom and used to kill Judge Driscoll. Luigi gets into an argument with Tom, who was him arrested. The judge is mortified that Tom has compromised the family honor by doing that, and he instead challenges Luigi to a duel. No one is killed but Tom, to save his own reputation, tells his uncle that Luigi is a confessed assassin and therefore not an honorable man to duel. The twins, initially popular in the town, lose their reputation through the judge's claim against them and lose in an election for city offices in which Pudd'nhead Wilson is elected mayor. Shortly after the election, Tom, badly in debt and needing money to pay off the man to whom he was fraudulently sold Roxy, murders the judge with the twins' knife while he is robbing him. Tom escapes disguised as a woman after killing his uncle. The twins, out for a walk, hear the judge cries and rush to help. They are found standing over the body and their bloody knife is on the floor. They are brought to trial for the murder. Pudd'nhead Wilson, who is their attorney through his fingerprint collection and a few lucky accidents, discovered that Tom is the murderer and that he is not the real Tom but Chambers. The twins are redeemed and freed but soon leave for Europe. Tom is thrown in jail, and then, since it is not known he is a slave, sold down the river to pay debts for the estate of the real Tom's father. Chamber, revealed to be Tom's, is given back his place as a white man and here, but raised as a black man and marked by his black speech pattern. He now fits into society nowhere. Pudd'nhead is mayor of Dawson's Landing and finally a success as a lawyer, but none of his old friends are around anymore to enjoy his success with him. So, dear friends and viewer, this is the story of Pudd'nhead Wilson by Mark Twain. We have a character, Pudd'nhead Wilson, who David Wilson, the town eccentric Pudd'nhead Wilson first came to Dawson Landing, intended to set up a law practice. Roxana, another character called Roxy, began as a slave owned by Percy Driscoll. Valet de Chambers, Roxy's son, at a young age he switched by his mother with Thomas Bucket Driscoll. Thomas Bucket Driscoll, Judge Driscoll, Luigi and Angelo, Percy Northumberland Driscoll, Pembroke Howard, Mrs. Rachel Pratt, Mrs. Pratt, Colonel Cecil Burlew, Widow Cooper, Aunt Patsy, and another name, Rowena. These are the characters involved in this novel, Pudd'nhead Wilson by Mark Twain, the famous Mark Twain. I hope you will enjoy this. Thank you.